Hello all, Corpse here. Today, I will be showing and explaining to you all useful tips and information in Fear and Hunger, mostly directed for beginners. Now this video will not contain any major spoilers, mostly just technical information and tips that I think should have been explained before even playing the game to ease new players into the game, as Fear and Hunger is one of, if not the most challenging games without prior knowledge. Timestamps will be used in this video in the description if you want to get to something specific or if you want to avoid any minor spoilers. With this out of the way, let's get to it. So, for at least half of my playtime in Fear and Hunger, I had no idea I could full screen the game. That was until I just straight up looked for a mod or discussion that would maybe help me. I forget exactly who told me, but all they said to me was F4. After I booted up the game, and when I pressed F4, lo and behold, the game went to full screen. If you somehow didn't catch what I was saying, if you simply press F4 while in Fear and Hunger, your game will full screen. This can be very helpful for seeing enemies coming after you, or in general, being able to see more of the game. In-game, if you press F5 on your keyboard, you will restart to the title/menu. This is useful if you like restarting your run, or if you want to go back to your last save. It saves some time versus going back to the menu by dying or closing your game and relaunching it. Just be careful, as F4 and F5 are extremely close to each other. Make sure to not fat finger it and lose your current run. I have done this before. If you have been playing Fear and Hunger for any amount of time, I'm sure it's annoying to have to open the menu to select a torch every time you want to use it, especially in Terror and Starvation and Hard Mode. If you press T on your keyboard, you will light up one torch, but be careful, even if you already have one torch lit, a new one can also be used, so just press it once. Normally when playing the game, if you are presented with a coin toss, you have a 50% chance of winning or losing. In the low left corner of your screen during this prompt, you will see a lucky coin, and then an X, and then a number following the X. When you start the game, you start with 2 lucky coins. When you are given the prompt to decide heads or tails, for a brief moment you can hold down Shift and a second coin will enter the screen, making your chances of winning now 66% chance, and your chances of losing 33% instead of a normal 50-50. Keep in mind that you will always have a coin to toss when deciding heads or tails. So even if the number following the X is 0, you will still be able to survive a coin toss, albeit now with only a 50% chance of winning. Here's a tip. In my opinion, only use an extra coin, lucky coin, if you're using it in combat, not for opening a chest or searching armory supplies. If you have many lucky coins, it's not as bad, but you do not want to be mid-battle and have no spare lucky coins. They can be a lifesaver. In Fear and Hunger, saving is unlike any other game. I'm sure you guys are all aware. You are usually not given many saves, nor are all of them safe to actually save. However, there are ways to 100% safely save. Most already know that a Book of Enlightenment will give you a guaranteed save, but they are far and few between, and typically you do not want to waste a scroll on saving, as they are hard to come by. If you kill every enemy on one level, as no enemy will respawn once you kill them, and the floor/level has at least one bed, you will be able to save without risking a 50% chance of dying. This is a double-edged sword, as you must clear out every enemy on the level before saving, and you could risk losing a limb or dying. In the game, if you press and hold enter while dialogue or action is happening, the dialogue or action will be done quicker. I think this also works if you press and hold Z. You can also do this by pressing the enter button multiple times, but make sure to not accidentally choose a dialogue option by mistake. This will do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's actually my first fully scripted video I've ever created, and I really hope you enjoyed the useful tips and information. If you liked the video and wish to do so, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Stay tuned.